Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Hopefully working. I don't see it doesn't seem to be. Uh yeah, let me fix that. Auto capture. Okay. Why is my Streamlabs not working? Hello? Here we go. That works, right? Let me move. Yeah, perfect. Here we go. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the video. The actual video will have like a much larger intro and stuff, but like basically, I am a defense lawyer defending Andrew and Ashley from the popular game The Coffin of Andy and Lele. Quiz will be trying to prosecute them. This is based on the K route, a very specific part of the K route, where Ashley doesn't burn the parents' corpses after, and Andrew doesn't kill the child. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys when the court starts. So yeah, let's get this going. Let's get this show on the road. Real quick, do this first. New videos and that. Shahadal 90. Shahadal 90 enjoyers. Bap. Okay. Let me do this now.
I'm changing my skin.
Okay.
I gotta be fitted out, bro.
Bram Van Zijp said, can it go into the actual VC?
Okay, yes, it can. Duly noted.
Yeah, it is in fact in the actual VC.
Yes.
Where did we do that? Did we do it in the court VC? Yeah, we did. Okay, so
Yes.
please, the only person to use the court VC to be quiz. So yeah. To the jury members, which are Nico, Hasmin, and Excelerian. The fact that Quizzled is using a TTS to speak should not change how you feel about the case. Just because it's an AI voice, or like a robot voice instead of a human one, should not change how you like judge this case. Just so I make that definitely 100% clear.
I'd just like to know what's going on. Like, who is being accused? And
You
for
will.
what reason?
All of that will be explained right now.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
all of that will
Select
be like,
file.
all of that
Also,
will be,
question:
Download.
shouldn't the defendants be like here for this?
You see, they would be, except the fact that one, they're not really needed, like as in needed for this part, and two, if we did have to get them here, can you imagine how much hell it is getting two more people
Scheduling?
constantly here? Yeah.
Fair.
So,
Okay.
Alright, I'm joining.
Also, just for the record, I have probably about an hour, so keep that
Okay.
in mind.
Quiz,
Yeah,
I'm
me
pretty sure
too.
there's a way to change the language. I have no idea how, but you need to like change the language to English. I know Adrian did it.
I did that.
Okay, yeah, this works. Yeah, okay. We now have Anakin Skywalker here as well.
Anakin Skywalker is in attendance. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, so
You are not safe. He will not do shit to protect you.
Okay, so let me.
I hope we don't have kids in here.
No. Let me turn
No,
off chat.
no
real
younglings.
quick. Let me turn off chat real quick. Options.
Alright, let me turn that off to like.
Accessibility settings, and then.
Where is Excelerian and has?
Has, I'm pretty sure he's on his phone. Accelerating, I don't know.
Server IP.
Diamond File.
Damn it, fire.
Oh, of course.
I'm on fire, you silly.
I have
man.
0 performance modes. I'm gonna be lagging my ass off.
It's okay. You don't.
Yeah,
need
it's fine. Just
performance
ignore
mods.
the lag. It's not real.
Exactly. It can't tell you.
It's the worst that could happen.
Resource pack. Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
except the
accept.
resource pack.
I am building a new
Let's
computer
see.
though. I have applied to
Okay.
work at multiple jobs, and none of them have gone back to me.
Rate.
Come on, Accelerian. Come here.
Aww.
You're gonna set.
Oh, what a holy wait a bit.
How do you have like this whole node to ourselves?
Why is my
because
sensitivity
it's a
200?
It's a private node, Nico. Someone's paying monthly to Diamond File to have the entire node privated, so only we can use it.
I see. Well, Nixer.
Neekstill's here. Well, Neekstill's in the lobby. I can kick him if he
Okay,
joins.
I see.
Excellent.
okay, you can-
Sit here. Come here. Sit in
Where?
this chair over here. Since Nico is
Yes,
gonna be
boss. We'll do, boss.
Nico is gonna sit in the other side, so it needs to be
Yeah.
showed. Okay. We're waiting on Your Honor, the
Right.
Judge Axokip now. Quiz, real quick. I'm gonna move you to a different call to like do the start stuff.
Please, can my
Also, I'm gonna
the
move
game
Lam
load?
real quick.
Nah,
What do you
nah.
mean it's building cache?
Hold. Okay, Quiz. For the start of the trial, basically you're gonna say that the accused are basically you're gonna be like, Your Honor, we are the prosecution is prosecuting Andrew and Ashley Graves on the charges of then you bring up first degree murder of the warden, first degree murder of Jesse, attempted murder. Attempted murder slash battery on warden number 2, attempted murder slash battery on the parents, attempted murder slash battery on the kid, and then first degree murder on the stranger. You can also bring up then the trespassing charges to breaking and entering. Eating a corpse is illegal disposal of body parts. You cannot say eating a corpse. Didn't I like send you all of them? All of the charges possibly? Alright, I did. Somewhere in our notes. I can't read chat. I have chat disabled, hold. Hold. Okay. Let's see. You've typed the charges now. Let's see this. Attempted murder, battery of the parent, attempted murder of the child, illegal disposal of the cold, breaking, entering, and into an apartment, everything. Well, Quiz, let's just go. Let me just go find all the charges. Here they are. Here you go, Quiz. Just literally, if you're doing all of this, just copy exactly this. Here you go. You can just say all of these, and then trespassing. You can let's see, Ray's apartment. Murder 1 is, you said you don't want to accuse them of murder 1, so desecrating a human corpse. Murder 2, the warden. Attempted murder 3. Jesse. Actually, no, that's murder 3, Jesse. Or murder 1, I guess, from 2, whatever. I'm just editing the message real quick. You can just look at it. I also love how the stream's just getting to see this. Not see this, but like hear it. Bodily harm the second warden, carrying gun without the permits, stealing it, the warden's gun. Murder 4, murder 3, this the hitman. You can call him the stranger. His name's Rob, actually, I forgot. Attempted murder 5 and 6. Parents, and then murder 7 and 8. Actually, no, that can't do that one, right? Murder, what is it? Fucking attempted murder on the campus. There you go. Okay, Quiz here. Let me forward it to you so you just has it. Here you go. These are the charges you want to bring forward. Okay, great. Let me unmute now. Let's go back. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the video. Adrian, come here. You're sitting. Ashley, come here.
I went the wrong way.
You're
I
standing
made the
next to me.
mistake of going right instead of left.
I also have chat disabled, so you cannot DM me or message me anything. If you want to say something, message it to me on Discord.
I'm going to turn off chat also.
Yes. Okay then. Without further ado, we're now gonna start. Chris will go to the the walking stand and
Bro, why
begin.
is my OBS looking like that? What the fuck?
Oh wait, can he TM again?
I think it's fixed. Okay, I'm recording now. I think my mic's getting picked up.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay then, quiz. Wait, he's typing to me something. Hold, guys. This might be important.
Oh no.
By the way, Axel, we will be referring to you
Ashley
as Your
Graves
Honor.
said, meow.
Get rid of that fucking bot.
Quiz needs it. It's just that other people need to shut up.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
just that
text
it's just that
chat.
people need to like not.
Alright, if you do that, I'm gonna hit you with the hammer of justice.
We know there's some people missing. Nico, it's fine. Ashley, don't fucking do that.
Yeah,
I'm
don't do it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Apologies.
Sorry, what? This edible's kicking in.
Nico,
I don't object.
stop
No
doing that.
apologies.
Okay. Are you done?
Send him
typing?
to the penis explosion chamber. I want him gone.
Where is it though? I'm kind of curious.
We don't
My
have
skin
one.
didn't even work. Hold on.
Boo! I saw the secret toilet though.
There's a secret. Nico, please just sit. I
You
beg you.
haven't
Just
seen it?
Nico, sit
Wait,
and
come here,
mute.
come here. Wait.
Bro, my skin didn't
Okay.
even
Yeah.
wet.
Secret toilet. Come in.
Amazing.
Select file.
Come in.
Nico,
You have to come in, bro.
Nico, please just sit down and mute already. I don't want to self, please.
That was something special.
Add skin.
Actually, I can
There,
just
if
self
you're
mute
using-
everyone that doesn't need to talk right now. That should probably be easier, just to make sure
If you're
nobody.
using essentials,
nice.
you can see me.
Okay. Gonna just
I
do
don't want to be
this.
silenced.
I don't want to be silenced. Is a crazy last thing to say. Okay.
/ban. I can't ban him.
Self mute. Oh, I self muted Axel. That's not the right person.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Okay. Now that we're all ready, can we start the code now, Chris, or are you still typing to me like a long ass message?
Quizzle said yeah in game chat, even though you have that turned off.
Yeah. Okay. Great. In that case, I guess we can begin, Chris. Just go stand in the.
Oh, yeah. Plead your case. Yep. Go on.
Quiz Goodman
Yo,
said
can we
the
put-
prosecution is prosecuting Andrew and Ashley Graves on the charges of desecrating a human corpse and attempting to dispose of the remains, first-degree murder of the warden of the apartment, first-degree murder of the 302 building resident, Jesse, attempted murder on the second warden, murder on a stranger who saw them, attempted murder on 2 parents, leaving them in a coma, and attempted murder of a child.
How did you attempt so much murder and yet you failed every time?
Your Honor, the charges are false. Also, I'm a lawyer, and I'm not the one attempting. There's supposed to be a second person here, but like he isn't here today, Your Honor, because they just disappeared off the face of the earth. So just imagine they're here.
Seems. I'm just saying, like. Make it a comment. My fault, gang.
Yeah.
You have anything else you want to add, Quiz? I'll be honest, I did like no research for this. I just said, you know what, I'll be the judge. Okay.
Quiz Goodman said that will be all.
Okay. Do you have any like?
No, okay. Actually,
rebuttals
he'll present evidence in a second. Don't worry. Chris,
okay.
you can go back to your seat.
Do you know how to rule on objections? Vaguely, Shahar told me.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am going to be Shahar Del for the defense of the defendants Ashley and Andrew Graves. I just want to say that some of these charges are ludicrous. they're claiming attempted murder on people in a vegetative state, even though we have medical evidence from examiners and their own detective, which states that no bodily harm and no drugs were found on these people. Meaning they're claiming my clients somehow caused these people to go into a coma without harming them physically or with drugs. And no restraints or anything else found on them. Just somehow they just managed to make these people go into a coma out of nowhere. So I just want to say, Joanna, those charges are ludicrous. That will be all for now. Okay, Quiz, it's now time for your amazing opener.
Yeah. Let's hear it from the big quiz. Alright, time to fucking scroll reels for a bit because quiz is gonna take like 5 minutes.
No, he has it copy pasted, I think.
Ah.
Quiz Goodman said I'd like to present some evidence of the events that have taken place.
Quiz, you're supposed to start with your opening statement. You know, the one we worked on like 5 minutes before this.
Didn't I just do that?
No, you just said what you're accusing them of. You need to do like the opening statement we worked on. Remember, like the massive, like, you know, like the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that stuff. Remember, like 5 minutes ago.
This is a quality court case. Very, 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 very quality.
Ladies and gentlemen of HT jury, thank you for your
Sorry,
time
my mic
and
disconnected there
attention.
for a second. I'm gonna
This
check my
case is a
OBS.
dry and cut case. There are some complications involved, like the company that falsified documents and created a false pandemic, causing suffering and starvation, but this does not absolve them of the law.
Is the bot broken?
Will that be all?
No, here we go.
They ate their neighbor's corpse.
Why is the bot taking so long?
Ashley Graves said guys be right back like 5 minutes.
The bot's not reading this quiz for some reason.
What if I try to send that?
Yeah, sure, Bram. You just try to send it. See? Nope.
Trying to leave a building.
Okay, do I need to like start narrating this for the bot? Is that what we're gonna have
yeah. Let's
Honestly,
just do that.
I can narrate it.
That seems a bit. I mean, sure,
I'll do it.
Joanna. Here we go. Bram will do it.
Alright.
Here you go, Bram.
Right. Okay. They ate their neighbor's corpse and killed a warden that was just following orders, and also killed a witness that saw them trying to leave the building named Jesse. Also attacking the warden's partner with a cleaver, causing him to be stuck in a vegetative state, then stealing his gun. Upon escaping the building, they killed a random stranger who saw them and went after a family of a child and a couple, causing the couple to be lost in a vegetative state due to distress and the child almost being murdered. We will present evidence proving all of this from the apartment, park, and arrest scene. We will present evidence showing as such, and it's not like they were trying to hide it. They had the murder weapons on them, and the cleaver that they used to kill the warden and lady from Fury 2, which admitted to killing the warden using it, seems to be clean with chemicals. The defense will try to make it seem like these two are innocent kids, that they have suffered through a lot, that they are victims, and their actions were justified. But I want you to remember that being a victim does not absolve you of the law.
Okay, but do you have the murder weapon on hand?
Yeah. Actually, that we do.
That's
But
an item in evidence.
Yeah, that will be in evidence.
Ah, I see. Alright, fuck off, Quizzled. Thank you. Do the thing.
I am. Don't worry. I'm just a bit
Okay.
nervous here. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you for your time and attention. The prosecution will try to convince you that this case is about murder. It is not. This is a case about abuse. Abuse by a private company that trapped innocent people in their homes, not for their safety, not for the safety of the public, but for profit. Same company that falsified documents, creating a parasite infection when there wasn't one, trapping hundreds of people in their own apartment, many of them who died. abused by the wardens hired by this company who withheld food, support, treatment, or anything else from these people, causing suffering. Abused by a specific warden in this case who exploited the situation and committed sexual assault on not one but two victims in exchange for just some food. And finally, after all of that, abused by the very same company in an attempt to cover this entire case up. We will present evidence demonstrating that the defendant's actions were justified under extreme circumstances. You will also hear expert testimony from our medical examiner who examined each of the alleged crime scene that the prosecution is claiming. That will support this conclusion. The prosecution wants you to focus on these two individuals, but this is not about them. It is about a much larger operation. An organ trafficking scheme carried out by a private company and allowed to continue for far too long by our own government. And now that the truth about this company is beginning to come to light, attention is being redirected away from this company, away from the government, and towards two young individuals who have already endured unimaginable sufferings. So I ask you to remember, this is not a case about murder. This is not a case about cannibalism. This is not a case about stealing. This is a case about abuse and what people are driven to do in order to basically survive it. Thank you, Your Honor.
May I ask a question now, or is that like not allowed?
That's not really your job, but sure, we'll allow it.
What's the relationship like between Ashley and her brother?
Completely platonic, and they're just siblings. Nothing else. This is also canon within the action. Like that's canon. Like that we're confirming this now. That's canon. There's no potential thing between them.
All right, so if I go to the game's wiki, we're not gonna see anything weird.
Okay, well, technically there is routes of that, but this specific one we're currently defending, they don't have any relationships within each other. No, they're just siblings.
I'll believe it. I'm gullible.
Thank you. Quiz will now begin to call his witness and then ask questions to the witness about the evidence and stuff.
What's their relationship like with their mother?
The relationship between the parents and
Wizard
children.
Man said I'd like to call Bramvan to the stand.
Yeah, that. But
Sure.
the relationship with their mother is completely normal. They just don't really have really good connections to her. Bram, that's not the stand. The stand is over there. That's the lawyer stuff.
Okay, right. Here?
Yeah. Just you can
Okay, right.
stand.
I'm
up
not familiar with exact layouts, but
Yeah,
Here, have an egg. It's good protein.
I was given an egg by the judge. I'm not. Okay.
So I'd like to ask you a few questions about the crime scenes.
You should probably ask who he is and what's his relationship to the crime scenes first, maybe. You know.
Okay, Shahar. I know this is bad timing, but did we ever establish like what the detective is called?
What did the
What
what?
is your occupation?
Sorry,
What the
wait.
detective is called?
Hold, wait. I can't hear Bram. What? What did the what?
Hold on, DMs.
Yeah, just look at the so many DMs. Hold. Don't worry, guys. This is definitely not awkward.
Why do eggs keep spawning?
Is there like a chicken? 1
I don't know.
second.
They keep spawning over there. I just watched Exilarian pick one up.
Okay, ChatGPT. Not ChatGPT. Sorry. Open chat settings. Fucking chat on. What is it? Shown / GMSP. Is there something in code? There sure is something in code, right? It's gonna be something stupid in the code. Let's see.
I mean,
That's just it.
eggs are in a shortage at the moment. Yeah, we can't even
Left
throw the eggs, bro.
I know. This
What's
mom.
the point of an
Shahar,
egg if I
DMs for a
can't
sec?
help the defendant?
I'm looking at DMs.
So, Adrian, what's your relationship like with your sister?
I don't think Adrian doesn't have. She doesn't have a sister.
Hmm.
I can't find anything in the code. Too bad. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Sorry,
Oh.
Alano.
I see.
Okay.
I don't know what the characters are called, to be honest.
This one is Ashley. Andrew is a different guy.
Uh-huh. Andrew, yeah. What's your relationship like with your sister? Completely unrelated to
my
my other question.
But this Adrian is Ashley.
Bro, I'm so fucking
No,
confused.
this person here is Ashley. She is a woman. Andrew is the brother. He isn't present today. You're asking.
I thought this dude was meant to be him.
No, this is a police detective.
I see.
Okay, a random name generator has decided what this character is going to be called.
Okay.
Trust me, we did planning, just not on this very specific thing.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Quiz, shut up and sit down.
Okay.
What do you mean, shut up? He's supposed to be questioning me.
No.
What is my name and what
Oh,
is
you
my...
don't actually shut up. Question the motherfucker. Do it.
This is so scuffed.
Yeah, well, you may
Quiz
be the
good man
judge,
said,
so.
what is your occupation, Mr.
Hold on, where is this taking place? Jesus Christ. Where is this? Like, what police department would it be?
Just make something up, man. It's not important.
Okay. You know what, Detective Samuel Dave with the New York Police Department. There we go.
Who objected? I
Misclicked.
swear to God. I still give.
Ashley Graves said this guy is a cop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Astute observation.
Never seen this, Ashley.
Ashley
have.
Graves said seen what?
Can we stop
Can
talking?
you...
I yeah.
I have on several scenarios, yes.
Quiz Goodman said, were you there for Ashley's arrest?
Yes.
I was not present in the arrest itself, no. However, I was present during interrogation and have also been shown footage of relevance to the case which does display the defendant.
I just watched an egg appear. What the fuck?
Axel, just ignore it, please.
I will note I was called to the scene before the defendant was transported.
Was there any notable possessions in Ashley and Andrew's apartment?
Within the apartment, to clarify, you are talking within the apartment that we would have then searched after the fact.
Their apartment, yes.
For starters, there was a bloody mop found on the scene with fingerprints of both the defendants and blood that was, per DNA testing, linked to one of the deceased people within the apartment block by the name of Ray.
Quiz Goodman said, were there signs of break into Ray's apartment?
I'm not finished with the evidence in the apartment itself, by the way. Yeah, to that part. Furthermore, one thing that you may also found of note is within the apartment, within the freezer, we found 2 arms and a leg, also matching the same neighbor, Ray. Furthermore, we found a wooden plank that connected the apartment of Ashley and Andrew to the apartment of Ray, serving as a bridge between the 2 boundaries.
Quiz Goodman said, and I heard the defense lawyer mention cannibalism as a crime, which we are not prosecuting for. Would this link with the body parts?
The defendant admitted in an interrogation to eating the body parts, or a body part, the missing leg to be specific.
Were there signs of the body in Ray's apartment?
I assume in this case you're referring to the torso and or head, given that all limbs are accounted for by.
Those would be the parts.
I do not believe those were ever found or accounted for, no.
Sorry, problem. Yes, they were in the apartment in the freezer. You did find it. It's just apparently missing in evidence because apparently somebody forgot to mention it.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Don't
Okay,
worry.
those
I'm
were
here to
also
help.
in the
Quiz Goodman
freezer.
said Shah.
Okay, that's not on me if you
Yeah,
didn't tell
no,
me.
no. That's not.
That's
That's not on
evidence.
Bram. That's not on Bram. That's on me
You
and Quiz.
disposal of
Alright, can we get back to
evidence.
the case? Goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got it.
Okay, yes, those were also found in a freezer, yes.
And in that same room, would that also be described as a crime scene?
Are you referring to Ashley and Andrew's apartment or Ray's apartment in this
Ray's
case?
apartment.
Ray's apartment ritualistic pentagram made from blood that, after testing, also matched Ray. Furthermore, we found the body of one of the wardens there that has been cut up with a cleaver that we did recover. Furthermore, Ashley's fingerprints were present on the warden's body.
Quiz Goodman said, was there any other bodies in the room?
There was another one of the wardens who was in a coma. There were no signs of any physical trauma, and toxicology reports also came back negative. However, Ashley's fingerprints were present on this warden as well, and that warden's gun was absent.
Were there any other deaths in the apartment related to this?
Can you clarify? Like in the entire apartment block?
Quiz Goodman said, in the third floor.
On the third floor, we found that all rooms except room 302 were barricaded and locked. Within room 302, which was owned by a person named Jesse, we found food within the fridge, which was an abnormality as most other apartments were not provided with such food. In the bathroom of the apartment, we found a large puddle of blood within said bathroom. Most of it matched to Jesse, though trace DNA from one of the wardens was also found. However, we could not confirm if that was from the blood itself. However, the door to that bathroom did also have the fingerprints of Andrew. And within that room, we also found the body of Jesse, died on the same day and killed by the same weapon, which was a cleaver. And more specifically, the same cleaver.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was playing Angry Birds. What?
Quiz Goodman said, and if incorrect, Andrew has confessed to have used this cleaver.
That is correct. Andrew did confess to using the cleaver against the warden. Furthermore, upon the use of a chemical known as luminol spray, which allows forensic investigators to find trace amounts of blood even if attempts have been made to wash that blood off of an object. And after testing the blood once revealed by the luminol spray, we found that there were blood matches to both the warden and to Jesse.
Oh.
How would have the defendants have left the apartment?
We, after doing some further investigation, found on the second floor specifically, we found a carpet that was hanging from the second floor window with nails on top holding it down, which was used as what we believe a ladder to facilitate the escape. There is also camera evidence available of.
Quiz Goodman said, and is there any security footage of this footage? Okay.
There is, yes. Security camera footage showing them using this to escape. However, to my knowledge, that was the only functional camera within the building.
All right.
Quiz, before we move on, do you want to show any of the evidence on the big screen behind you? Is there any of the pictures within evidence you want to show on the screen?
We'd like to show the body of the first warden inside the pentagram.
Okay. Let me just real quick get evidence. Alright. Hold on. It is in 4th floor. Okay. Download. Okay. If the jury and the judge would please take a look at the screen. What?
Nothing.
Here we go.
There we go.
Here we go. It's loading.
Oh goodness. Hold on, let me get a good look at this. All right, I would like to point out there's. Oh, that's a full body. I thought that was just someone's hand.
No. That's a full body. It's just a little.
Quiz
Oh,
Goodman
God.
said the blood in the middle of the small circles is still fresh.
Could I get more details on the timing of the death? Like, how fresh exactly was this blood? Because if it was fresh from that same day, why was there no effort to find the perpetrator of this murder? All right, someone's obviously
this happened at
DMing
the
me.
same time the wardens were killed.
I knew that. I'll take your time, Shar.
This is not on me. This is on the prosecution.
No, I can hear you typing.
Oh, yeah, that.
Must have been the wind. Anyways, I'm noticing that the body wasn't centered. This leads me personally to believe that this must have been a spur of the moment kill. If this was a ritualistic kill, then it likely would have been closer to the center. Either that, or they just didn't give a shit.
Quiz Goodman said I'd like to show the body of the second warden, incapacitated.
Okay.
You may.
Lag. I cannot seem to be able to fucking remove the the fake chest. Give me build. Oh wait, can I just import map on top of this? I think I can. Hold. Second warden who is incapacitated in the same apartment. Open in browser. This one is a bit smaller, so I don't know how it will upscale, but here we go.
It'll be fine. No. Why are they both facing down?
Because they've been killed.
Well, yeah,
Well,
but
this one's in a coma, not.
Yeah, sorry.
Quiz Goodman said now I'd like to show the entire room.
yes, you may.
Do I have a picture of the entire room, Quiz? I don't think we ever took one. Do you have one in your notes? Because I don't in our notes. This is just what we got. That one and the other one. Can real quick go get it, but it will take me a while. So I think we should just move on.
I mean, you could try to object to the relevance of the entire room, but.
I could, but there's still no point. I would present this evidence myself too. Most likely. Just Yeah.
So there was carelessness with gathering evidence, I see.
uh,
Apparently, the picture is not available at this time.
Hmm. Can't wait to use Phoenix
Quiz
Wright
Goodman
music in
said,
this.
I'd like to show the death scene of the woman from 302, Jesse.
You may.
Okay. Third floor. This is open in browser. Ken. Okay.
Ah. So this
As
was
has
an
been
older
shown,
woman.
there appears to be a cleaver wound similar to Warden 1.
Actually, she's 22.
And this cleaver was found in their possession
Yes. But actually, she's 22.
with their fingerprints on it.
Quiz Goodman said yes on the arrest scene, with no blood visible.
No blood visible on the cleaver.
Lab analysis showed trace blood.
Now, would the defendant have any chemicals in their apartment used to clean this? I find it hard to believe someone trapped in poverty would be able to
Ramban,
clean it.
could you explain what process they used to clean the evidence?
The exact process used to clean it is unknown, though if they had access to chemicals
I'm not
such as
asking
bleach,
it. I'm not asking what process. I'm asking if they had the means to do this. If they had the means, if they had the bleach, if they had anything.
if they
Because
had
from what
used
I've
bleach, in which I know they didn't, because if they had, we would not have been able to use luminol spray to find the trace blood. Which means they may have simply tried to wash it off with water with no assistance from chemicals, which is why luminol spray would be able to detect the trace blood. Which,
I see.
if the cleaver itself is presented to the court, you will notice that the bloodstains will quite literally glow due to the luminol spray.
Quiz Goodman said, I believe water is a household item.
It likely is, yes. Nestle might have grievances with that, but that's a case for another day.
I'd like to show the cleaver found on the arrest scene from Andrew.
You may.
Okay.
And just pretend that there are like glowy things due to the luminol spray reaction on that.
Alright. That can be done.
Is there an image of the arrest scene?
Cleaver is not shown on picture.
God. Oh.
It is shown.
Hmm.
Pretend
And where
glow.
was this cleaver found?
On the arrest scene.
Like in the possession.
Like on their person?
Yes.
Hmm.
Andrew has admitted to using it.
Hmm. Well, I don't know about you, but that seems like a solid amount of evidence. Shahar, if you're trying to DM me on Discord, I can't read it. I
No,
have
no,
streamed
no,
on
no,
my phone.
no, no.
Said we'd like to move on to the evidence gathered in the woman's room.
You may.
Okay. Let me go prepare for that. Whole floor document. Bram, I will in fact cross-examine you after he's done presenting everything. Then I will begin to cross-examine you. Don't worry.
I'm just asking from a time perspective because
Oh,
I think
okay.
30 or so
Yeah.
minutes is what I have left.
Okay. Quiz. May I cross-examine for now? Then is there any actual important evidence? Okay.
Like, is there anything evidence that you need me to comment on?
Yes, Adrian. It is. This is in fact multiple day trial. Yes, actually.
Oh God.
Hello, detective. What was your name again? Sorry.
Detective Samuel David.
Hello, Detective Samuel David. You interrogated my client Andrew and Ashley, both with me present, correct?
That is correct.
Now the prosecution has mentioned the eating or disposing of the corpse, aka known as Ray, their neighbor. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Isn't it true that I and my clients have both told you the reason they ate the corpse was because they were starving for 3 months after being not given any food by the wardens, proven by our own evidence, which I can't present on the monitor.
You did make that assertion, yes.
Hold. I'm just gonna go grab the note real quick. Here it is.
The transcript?
No, just the not the just the note proving that they weren't given any food. Input map. Your Honor, this note was found inside the warden's office, which can be clarified by our detective here. Was this note found in the warden's office in the fourth
It
floor?
was.
Thank you. And after analysis of my client's blood, what blood type are they?
I have not personally conducted.
Oh, well, I
any-
have conducted the thing, and I'm gonna. We don't have like a physical report, but I do have a medical examiner here,
Oh.
Your Honor, that can.
Oh.
Quizzle is objecting.
Oh, I didn't hear the objection.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I'll let you know if he does. Anyways, what's your objection, Quiz?
Quiz Goodman said badgering the witness. The lawyer keeps asking the same question over and over. Wrong one. Wrong one.
Wrong objection, okay.
Asked and answered. Is he one
The
he's looking
witness
for?
is trying to answer, but gets cut off.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor, you're right. I'll let the witness answer. Go on. Have you found what blood type are my clients?
It may be present on one of the DNA reports, though the specific blood type was, to my knowledge, or not an angle of investigation for me. No.
I understand. Your Honor, if I may, real quick, just ask a witness who's right here to testify on this.
You may.
Thank you. Just real quick. Let me go to Discord real quick. Hold. Just one thing. That's all you need. I need from your witness. Dr. Alice, what blood type are my clients?
AB.
Thank you, Dr. Alice. So, as shown by the warden himself in his own office, they will not be given any food anymore. And as shown by the state of the fridge and home, there was no leftovers of food that wasn't 3 months old even. So the only food they had in the house was what they had beforehand, which was not allowed due to poverty. Now, have you ever experienced cases of starvation? Have you ever investigated any of them, Detective?
No, I have not.
Thank you.
I would
Yeah.
like to mention, I believe cases under starvation are irrelevant into murder.
Yeah, but
regardless of circumstance, a
but
human life was taken.
Your Honor, Your Honor, the prosecution isn't claiming that that my clients killed him and ate him. They're claiming that they just ate him, as previously shown by the testimony from my clients and during the police investigation. It is believed that they ate him after he was already dead due to starvation or the cuts on his hands from drawing the many pentagrams.
All right.
Now, Detective, the prosecution asked you about the second warden and how he was killed in Ray's apartment. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did I or my clients explain why he was killed? I mean,
Yes.
thank you. Would you mind telling the court what that explanation was?
The provided explanation was that while the defendant Ashley was in the apartment, that in this case the warden who was killed came into the room with the cleaver to threaten that defendant, and from what I was told, attempted to sexually assault that defendant,
Mm.
to which Andrew managed to acquire the cleaver and use it to defend his sister.
Thank you. Now, have you ever investigated any sexual assault cases, detective?
I have.
Thank you. Would you say that it's true that in a lot of sexual assault cases, specifically rape cases, the victim doesn't end up alive afterwards?
That is correct.
So when Andrew saw that the warden was attempting to rape his sister, and he stole the cleaver from the table and attacked the warden, wouldn't that classify self-defense of another person, preserving a human life?
Even without the threat of murder after, the sexual assault itself would still be considered a grievous bodily injury to where lethal force in defense could be justified.
So the murder of the warden would be considered a justified action, is that correct? If he, of
If
course.
the story of the attempted sexual assault is correct, then yes.
Oh, well, okay. Your Honor, I would like to show another piece of evidence, another note found in the warden's office.
You may.
Thank you. I would like to show to the court this note. This note was posted directly after this one. Detective, could you read that note for us? Also, wait.
The note clarifies that the lady from 302 being hot does not count as important, I presume, in relation to the other notes.
I see. And so this would mean that she wasn't supposed to be given any food. Is that correct? From what you can understand from the notes.
Correct.
Did you find food in her apartment?
We did, yes. However, we do not know her blood type unless that is also something that your witness.
Yes, it is. Your Honor, my witness can testify that her blood type is AB again, but like, there's no point just asking her to unmute again and just ask her. So yes, the blood type of
Okay,
the lady
right.
from 302 is AB, in fact.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
Quiz Goodman said that is hearsay.
מחבל על התור. מה אתה לא מבין שחר? אני מחבל, על התור. לא. Your Honor, it is not hearsay. We have testimony. We have like blood tests showing that she is blood type AB from the crime scene. We took blood, tested it, and it came positive for AB blood type. It is not, in fact,
Could the
hearsay.
investigator testify this?
Okay then. Dr. Alice, what blood type was Jesse?
Jesse's blood type was AB.
Thank you. Moving on. So you in fact knew that she was AB blood type, and yet she had food when the note clearly states they're not supposed to, and proven by my own clients who are AB blood type didn't have any food. So did you ever investigate why she was the only person given food in the entire building?
There was no way to ask the wardens.
Obviously, but did you investigate other means?
I did not.
Well, luckily, I did. But we'll get to that when we get to my testimony. Is it true that we explained that when my clients came to the court, so my clients came to Jesse's room, she was already dead. Did we tell you this during the investigation room?
Yes.
Thank you. Did you find any actual evidence proving my client's killer other than the murder weapon being found on them, which we've testified the murder weapon was originally used by the warden, according to them, and also, the testimony. Any other evidence?
Are you referring to the fingerprints of Andrew on the room with Jesse's blood?
Which could have just been him opening the door to see what was going on in that room. He didn't know it was.
Quiz Goodman said speculation.
It's a detective. It's his job to speculate about crime scenes. Is that not right?
Shahar is speculating.
So that would be counsel is testifying, if anything.
Yeah, counsel is testifying. Sorry, Your Honor, I'll rephrase. Could the fingerprints being found on the door be referred to as just him opening the door to see what was in there?
It could, however, to my knowledge, no other fingerprints were found on that door.
Which could have just been coincidence. I mean, you have no actual evidence that my client killed her other than the murder weapon. You're just making sure you tailor to the code.
We have your client's fingerprints were present on a door leading to the room with the blood, with no other prints being on that door. Furthermore, your client was found in possession of the murder weapon with prints, with an attempt to clean that murder weapon.
I see.
Though a failed attempt to clean that murder weapon.
I have a question for you, detective. When you kill someone, do you usually get a lot of blood on you, especially with a cleaver like this dramatic killing? I would like to show the death of the warden again, Your Honor.
And that would most likely result in some blood, depending on how it went down, yes.
Your Honor?
You may. I'm just kind of zoning out. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay. Detective, do you see the amount of blood shown on the warden's body?
Yes.
Now, if my client attacked him from behind and he started bleeding from behind, wouldn't my client be covered in the warden's blood?
That would depend if any arteries were hit that caused blood to spurt out drastically.
So you're saying it isn't so you're saying there's a chance that my client was covered in the warden's blood after killing him, correct?
There is a chance, yes.
Right, and you're then claiming he killed Jesse, and then, well...
I did not make such a claim.
Well, you're implying it, saying that, well, that's what the prosecution is claiming, no?
I would like to ask a question regarding the wound.
Yes, Your Honor.
How many wounds were there, and what were their locations?
The wounds are located on the back of the neck and the back of the body. The wounds numbers are unknown because they intervene and there's just a bunch of them. He was just killed and he was just cut till he died.
Let me go ahead and Google an artery diagram.
Okay. You're not claiming that, so you're saying, in your opinion, Jesse wasn't killed by my clients?
I tend not to speculate as to whether a suspect did something or not. I tend to look for evidence both in support of it and against it.
Okay, so let's say someone had killed Jesse. You're claiming that the pool of blood in the bathroom was from whoever killed her, wiping the blood off him, correct?
That is one possible explanation.
Right. Now, if my client has testified to killing the warden, correct?
That is correct.
Now, if he had killed the warden, and then, as the prosecution is claiming, went and killed Jesse, and then went to Jesse's bathroom to wipe down all this blood, wouldn't the warden's blood also be found there?
If the deaths happened in that specific order, yes.
I would also like to bring up there were no major arteries hit throughout these attacks.
Okay.
If one of those arteries were hit, blood would spurt. There's arteries throughout the general area, but you would have to strike them from the front.
I see. So, just so I make this perfectly clear, you said in that specific order. What could this mean? Could you elaborate?
You're implying that the blood from Ashley, not from Ashley, from Jesse would still be present on that defendant alongside the warden.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse could have been killed with the warden's blood being. Jesse could have been killed, the warden's blood, or Jesse's blood could have been washed off, and then the warden could have been attacked.
So you're saying that Jesse's death would have come first? Is that what you're implying? That is a possibility.
That is a possibility, yes.
But my clients were trapped in their apartment at the time and with no way of leaving other than access to their neighbor's apartment. Both doors were barricaded, and the way downstairs is a 4th floor drop. So, who are you? I'm asking you as a detective, who could have killed her?
Someone with access to that room, however, I will remind you that your clients were also in possession of the comatose body of another warden who was already stripped of their firearm,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not personally aware if their keys were also taken or not.
Well,
Yeah, this does not fit myself.
I just want to ask you, detective, is it possible to induce a coma in somebody without any physical or drug usage on them?
I am
To
not
your
an
knowledge.
expert on that topic.
Fair enough. I understand.
I'm not qualified to answer that one.
I understand. It's okay. I get it. Now, just let's walk through these events. I guess the prosecution is claiming them. They're claiming that my clients went into the apartment to eat Ray, correct?
That is something that the defendant has themselves admitted to.
Right. But they have also admitted to not being able to remember this event clearly and not being able to understand what they were doing at the time, claiming insanity, correct?
Claiming very temporary insanity that would have had to momentarily happen and then pass.
Well,
Convenient.
the passing could be contributed to the fact that they finally had proper food for in 3 months. No.
It could have, though I am curious how that insanity did not drive them to attempt escape, which they were seemingly able to do after.
Well, no worry, we'll get to that when I call my witnesses. But detective, just to make sure everything, just like let's continue the timeline. So after my clients ate this guy deliberately and stored his body parts in his freezer and their own, the next move was what exactly? How is the prosecution how do you as a detective explain how the warden's body was found in Ray's apartment, if not for what we're claiming, which is he had came, attempted to attack my client, then sexually assault her, brought her to the neighbor's apartment so we would not have to deal with Andrew, and then afterwards Andrew saw him and killed him. What other possible event is there that the warden stayed in the apartment and somehow was attacked by my client? What other explanation is
For
there?
instance, for starters, it could be that that warden was under the impression that Ray was in fact killed and not only eaten by your clients. That
Right.
warden could have simply been investigating.
So he was simply investigating, and then you're claiming what? My client snuck up on a warden hired by this massive private company and then killed him?
That is one possibility.
So you're claiming that in your opinion, this warden who was experienced enough to get hired by this company, a massive multi-million-dollar company, got snuck upon by a 22-year-old.
That is what I believe your own client's testimony was, that they were able to surprise the warden while that warden was distracted.
The warden was not distracted in what you're saying. He was investigating. If he was investigating, he would have been careful. No. I
Possibly, though possibly he may have over-focused on Ashley in that investigation and been either unaware or inconsiderate of the presence of Andrew.
I see. Let's move on back to room 302. Have you investigated Jesse's body thoroughly?
Say that again?
Have you investigated Jesse's body thoroughly?
We determined that the weapon used was of a similar type to that of the weapon used to kill the warden, which was later confirmed to be the
With the
same
cleaver.
exact weapon
Yes.
due to the DNA
But I'm
evidence.
asking if you investigated her body more. Any other forensic evidence found?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, I did. I can have my I can have my I can have my medical examiner testify that we found sperm residue from the warden on her skin, her bed, and inside her.
And was this
Damn, he
evidence
a freak
also
for real.
presented to the prosecution and the
Yes,
police?
this evidence was given to you guys. You had access to it.
And I was not made aware of it. That is something I'll have to look into
So,
internally.
I'm sorry about that, but let's move on then. In this situation, you said you investigated sexual assault cases, correct?
Correct?
In this situation, there is some sort of power play between the relationships. No, she's literally dependent on him for survival, as he was keep bringing her food, correct?
Correct?
So, if she ever refused, then this power play would be broken, and he would just not be able to, well, satisfy himself per se.
From what you've told me about the assumed competence, I would assume he would still be able to overpower her, especially if she was in a weakened state due to no longer being fed after no longer holding up her
End of the
part
bargain.
of what you allege to be
I see.
the I wouldn't call it agreement or bargain, I would call it ultimatum, but yes.
Yeah. Naruto. Okay, bye.
Talking to Benjamin Netanyahu.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Is it possible that she simply thought that she simply couldn't handle anymore having sex with this older person than her? She was 22, he was slightly older than that. She couldn't have sex with him, so she refused him, and out of anger, he killed her with the cleaver. Is that a possibility?
That's a possibility.
I see. Now, where is the warden's office located? I can answer for you. The fourth floor. Let's say, theoretically speaking, the warden suddenly had this confrontation with her, killed her in out of anger, and then locked the room and went up to the fourth floor. Went back to his office. When he was there, he suddenly remembered that my client Ashley was in his floor, and she was in fact in a weakened state from not being fed for 3 months straight. I should again mention, she's in a weakened state. She can't even fight back against them. Isn't it possible that he did exactly what my client is claiming? He broke into their apartment, took Ashley, and then brought her to the neighbor's apartment. So when he kills her, he can blame it on Ray.
That is a possibility, though I will ask, you said that your client had not been fed for 3 months?
That is correct. They have not been given any food or treatment or anything from the wardens for 3 months. The only thing they had to survive on was
When even a healthy person can generally only survive for roughly 1 to 2 months without food.
well, the last piece of food they did eat was, according to my clients, a barely expired piece of tomato soup, which was the only substance they had, which I'm sure you know isn't actual food and isn't enough to sustain a person.
Well, I would argue that just adds to his case. It's expired, it's not proper sustenance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That like the
So,
last they had.
how could
barely-
they have survived longer
Well, it
without
well
true
it's
sustenance?
I'm pretty sure the prosecution can agree that there was no food found in the apartment, Your Honor. There was no like actual. They did survive 3 months without food. It's a miracle, but they did. That's like not something we can question. That is fact.
It is something we can question.
Well, what is your explanation then? No food was found. No food residue was found in the apartment. Nothing.
Get your timing as
Perhaps
well.
if they were starved for food, they quite literally ate or consumed every crumb, every last piece they had available.
So your testimony is that you think it's more likely that they survived based from the little to no food they had in the house, because due to them being in a poor financial situation during the start of this fake pandemic, your testimony is that they survived on that tiny bit of food for 3 months. Is that because that's what I'm
It
claiming?
is my testimony that,
You think it's
based
impossible?
on available scientific fact, it is incredibly, let's just say it is incredibly improbable that they would have survived long enough and after that time been in a state where they would still be able to take a life, mount an escape, and perform all of the actions that are being claimed.
Well,
I am not able to provide an alternative, but in my opinion, it does speak to the credibility of the defendant's testimony in that regard.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, let's get back to the escape they did. They immediately left they immediately left the apartment the second they could, correct?
Can you say that again? You cut out.
They left the apartment. They left the apartment using a. They left the apartment using a carpet the second they got to the second floor, correct?
That is correct. To our yes, that for the footage, that is correct.
Thank you. Well, let's just one last time. For the warden that the prosecution is claiming we killed out of nefarious reasons, we have shown that he used to have sex with a woman downstairs. That woman is found dead. And we have testimony from both Andrew and Ashley saying that he attempted to rape Ashley and his death was in self-defense. For the neighbor Ray, who the prosecution is claiming we ate, the defendants ate, we have the defendant's testimony of them not even remembering doing this or having very faint memories of them doing this and immediately regretting it the day afterwards, and also testimony from my witness who will later testify that temporary insanity due to starvation is in fact a possibility. For Jessie's death, we have the fact that sperm residue from the warden was found on her bed, on her face, on her skin, showing that they were clearly in some sort of relationship. Her blood was found all over her bathroom, which my client didn't have access to up until they killed the warden. And for the second warden, that the prosecution is somehow claiming my clients managed to put into a vegetative coma state without using physical force, drugs, putting him in like traumatizing him or like making him not be able to move and then making him somehow go into a vegetative coma. The prosecution is claiming that the clients somehow put him in that coma. Now, all of this evidence, some of it points towards my clients, right? But there's a lot of evidence that's pointing away from them, correct?
There is evidence for and against in
Thank you.
several topics, yes.
I want to ask you then. Well, Murta will return shortly. It's fine. I don't think we'll have an objection here, but I would like to ask you. Oh, we have an objection immediately.
Quiz Goodman said counsel is testifying.
I'm simply asking a question whether all of this is exactly what he is testifying towards, and what
This was I assume he was referring to the entire lead up.
Oh, well, I can rephrase the entire thing again if you would like, but I think the point was to show the court exactly what I've been trying to say the entire time. I can rephrase it if you would like to a way where I continuously ask him if there was evidence that this and this and this happened, but there was also evidence against that. Would you prefer that? Okay then. Let's start from the beginning then. Was there evidence that my clients there was evidence that my clients ate Ray, correct?
Say again, you're cutting out my
Uh,
voice.
there was evidence that my clients ate the neighbor Ray, correct?
There was an admission to that
Yeah.
fact and also
Yeah.
evidence, yes.
Yeah. If they did eat him, wouldn't they eat more of him? Why would they just eat his leg? They were starving for over 3 months with barely to no little food, and what they did have was barely anything. Why would they only eat one leg if they were this starving?
Perhaps because after eating that leg, they were then able to no longer in an immediate need to eat. I'm unsure.
Ah, thank you. Now
I'm not an expert on.
moving on to the warden body. You have heard testimonies from both Ashley and Andrew stating exactly what happened to him, the sexual assault, the rape case, and alongside the evidence from room 302 of the sperm residue found on her, would you say it's possible that he attempted to sexually assault my client?
I would, yes.
Thank you. Now let's move on to Jesse's body. There was sperm residue found on her and on her face. Now, if this was any other investigation and you found a person dead and you found sperm residue on her face, skin, bed sheets, and inside her, would you investigate the person whose this sperm belongs to?
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you. The second warden's body that was found on the fourth floor in a comatose state. Would you say in your how many years were you on the force doesn't matter. Would you say in your years on the force you've ever discovered somebody in a vegetative coma state with zero signs of drug use, physical trauma, or anything of the sorts?
Beyond the multiple instances of that happening in this case, no.
Thank you.
It has never happened before.
So you've never known anyone to be able to put someone into a coma?
Correct.
Thank you.
Well, not without the facts that were mentioned.
Thank you.
Anyway,
So, I think this is it for me. I don't think I have any more questions for you, Detective. Oh, one last thing, actually, before I forget. You testified. You throughout this in case you kept saying that you don't want to give your opinion on whether you think they're guilty or not. Correct?
Correct.
You just wanna state the facts. But isn't it
Correct.
your job to determine whether they're guilty or not based on the facts?
It is this court's job to determine.
Yes, but it
that
is
fact.
your job to arrest them if you think they're guilty, which you did.
It is my job to arrest them if I believe there is probable cause, which I do
Hold.
believe.
1 second.
Okay.
There was just
Are we renovating the
there
building?
was a fucking misplaced trapdoor that was pissing me off.
Fair enough.
Um, based on probable cause that they did it, right?
Which is a much lower burden of proof than that
Yeah,
is relevant
obviously,
here.
obviously. But if you had to answer, and you're under oath. I just want to say, if you had to answer whether you think it is 100% without a reasonable doubt that my clients are guilty, let's say you're on this jury, and without 100%, without reasonable doubt, you had to say that they are guilty based on the evidence currently presented. Would you say that they're guilty with the current evidence presented, with the current testimonies held?
I am not certain.
So you're saying there is reasonable doubt. Thank you, detective.
I was
Oh.
waiting for that one. Where the hell is the objection? Calls for but okay.
Wizard Man said the question is leading
Leading.
and
That's
speculative.
question.
Say.
Cross-exam can lead.
I can lead, but speculation.
Calls for speculation in this case because you're speculating if I were on the jury, what would I?
Fair enough.
So is the
I'll withdraw
is
the question. I'll withdraw the
Ram
question.
is not in the jury and cannot know.
so in this case the judge would sustain the objection.
Yeah, but
Probably.
it's fine. I'll withdraw the question. I'll withdraw the question. It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Detective. Nothing further.
Okay, can I go now? Because I do need to go.
Yeah,
to
you can
this.
go. You can
Alright,
leave now, Bram.
thank you. Yep. Okay.
And
Let me know if there's anything else for a later day from me.
yeah.
And also let me know how this goes because I do want to know.
Well, Bram, we can't really continue this without you, so we're gonna end it here and just continue this where
Oh.
we left off next time. It's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry then.
It's okay.
I'm free.
Okay. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. This will have to continue another day. Let's go.
Yeah, it was
Are you